am ready to interview Miss Feng-Feng Yeh. Please welcome her back onto the stage. For a little interview of Chow Downtown. I was just eating a chocolate ball. Like
Yeah, stuff your face. Go ahead.
Fun.
Yes.
We met in an improv class. You're very funny and a very awesome woman. Can you tell me what started Chow Downtown for you?
Yeah, so maybe 4 years ago, I had problems with my period, and I had a health problem, and I had to have like some sort of surgery, and the doctors told me to go on birth control, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take synthetic hormones. I just don't believe in that. And so I treated myself holistically through diet. And while I was doing my research, I found out that 70% of chronic diseases are preventable through diet. And I was like, why am I in my 30s and I'm like figuring this out right now? This is so crazy. And I wanted to be able to tell other people, and I found out that the wellness industry was very myopic and just like monotone. So I wanted to give other people who wanted to seek wellness and health a different voice and something to celebrate instead of just like the Gwyneth Paltrow's. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I started this. Yeah.
That's such a deep, also just such a deep meaning and start to such a funny show. What brought the like sex part of it?
Sex sells, but it's also kind of part of my personal brand. I used to have a clothing line before that, and I used to host different nightlife parties when I was a wee 20-something person, and so it was like a really big kind of element in my life.
And so this was all happening because you were sort of saying you were doing this fashion stuff, and you were saying that you were doing this and this, and I was like, were you doing it one at a time, or were you doing that?
It kind of was all simultaneous. I am still working in high-end fashion, and while I was doing that, I was hosting parties, and I would host two of my other friends who are also small Asian girls, and we would make matching outfits that were inspired by runway looks. So we would do like, oh, here's the Dior pirate look, and we're gonna do it this week. So everybody would anticipate. Yeah, everyone would anticipate what our look would be, and then we would get them like really fucking drunk and like make out with everybody. So I wish you guys were all there.
I feel like we all wish we were there.
So as we were doing these parties, we kind of got some notoriety, and we won some awards from like Paper Magazine, and people were just telling us to start our own clothing line. And since I was 7, I always wanted to start my own clothing line. So it just like everything lined up, and I started doing my clothing line.
And your cooking channel, which is Chow Downtown, as you know, Chow Downtown.
You can go to chowdowntown.com, or you can go to the Instagram at Chow Downtown. Sorry, shameless plug. And then you can go to the IGTV and see all of the episodes there.
But when you do look at it, it's amazing because it's so aesthetically beautiful. It's so pretty. So, like, what inspires? Like, how do you design and direct that? Where do you get the clothes and stuff like that for your show?
So I think like a lot of my inspirations aesthetically is from fashion photographers. So like Guy Bourdon, if you guys don't know him, he like has these like, he's like a 70s, 80s fashion photographer, and he has like all these like really sexy, really made up women, which was the style in like the late 70s, early 80s. And so I kind of adapted that look to be in Chow Downtown because I wanted to offer an alternative aesthetic.
And you were saying, it would be sort of remiss to say that, like, you helped your health with diet, and are there any things you're doing, like you're hoping to move your channel to some other, like, diet forward thing for women, or it seems very not women focused necessarily. It seems very.
It's kind of multifaceted. Like I'm not sure the question.
I guess that's a great point. I was like, wait, do I go down this road? No, I don't go anywhere. I just stay here. I guess my question is, first, where do you see your channel going? Where do you want your channel?
Sure. I don't have like a direct route per se, but right now I'm just kind of like feeling it out and seeing where it goes. I'm shooting season 2 right now, and there's going to be a real bondage video, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be crazy with a real dominatrix, not me, a fake one. Yeah, just like new people that I've met in the food industry and in the comedy world where we are right now. And I've also started doing some charity work. So if you guys are interested, I'm pairing with one of my friends who is a true crime writer. So if you're a true crime fan, we're doing a charity dinner for the Women's Prison Association on the 23rd this month. If you guys need information on that, you can just ask me. So we're doing I'm just donating all this food and cooking, making this time just for them, for that charity. And also in December, I had donated 100 tacos to this charity called the New Alternatives, which is an LGBT homeless youth foundation. So doing a lot of this charity work makes me really happy, so I want to continue doing that. I wouldn't be mad if Netflix picked me up. So that is kind of a goal.
Yeah, yes, we're on.
But yeah, just like lots of different things.
That's next on our ship together after this. I would be very excited about that. Well, you were just telling me about a veggie, porn show version. Do you mind just sort of painting the picture of how you came to that and what it is I'm talking about?
A veggie porn.
The pizza. You know when it's when there's a pizza delivery guy?
Oh!
Sorry.
It's been a really busy week for me. So I just shot this commercial for one of my friends who has this farm delivery service where they deliver local produce to your door. And so I just shot this commercial with this drag queen and this other guy who's playing the farmer, and it's basically a spoof on pizza delivery, except it's like a farm CSA delivery to your door. So that's coming up soon, and that's going to be really exciting because who doesn't want to watch a porn-esque commercial?
Me, I want to. This is veering. This is totally veering. But I think that is our time. I was going to say the last thing is that you were just saying about cooking at home and cooking with your mom. And
so, the mission of Chow Downtown is to educate people about eating healthfully and cooking. Encouraging people to cook at home. I know making that decision to cook at home is a political choice, so I really encourage you guys to do that and, take control of your health and your life and cook at home.
Yes. Well, thank you. And you can find more, obviously, with Chow Downtown, and Feng-Feng will be here at the end of the show. Is welcome and excited to talk to you more about her life experience in New York fashion and more, and in food. So thank you so much. Can we give one more round of applause?